Hey there, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to be giving sort of a mid-year life update, specifically around the areas of work, family, and my goals and how I'm doing as far as they go. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, then just keep watching. This is the Well-Behaved Wallet, and welcome if this is your first time visiting. On this channel, we talk about financial independence, especially if you're starting from nothing or have extra debt you want to get rid of. So financial independence is very much the focus of my channel and what I'm doing with my life. In this video, I'm going to give you an update on sort of how the last 6 months have gone, specifically in the areas of work, family, and my goals that I set out for myself, both financial and personal. So now that we've kind of gotten into the year, we're about 6 months in, we are 6 months in, I'd like to take a moment to sort of recalibrate and assess what's gone on in the first 6 months and kind of try to readjust, recalibrate, and see how I can make the next 6 months even better. So that's the intention. Sometimes it doesn't always happen that way, but I like to know why things are happening, or why, if my behavior is not what I want it to be, or if something's going really well, why, and if something's not going as well as I'd like it to, then why there as well. So to start out, in the area of work and my day job, I work in marketing, and I really enjoy the work that I do, and I work with some really amazing people that I love to learn from, and I feel like I'm learning a lot from them. So we had a coworker that went out on maternity leave, and a couple of us are covering some of her accounts, and it's really been an exciting opportunity for me to learn more and kind of step up, because my work there are a lot of numbers. It's very analytical, which is not my natural sort of instinct, although it works very well with the whole personal finance interest that I have. So I've really had a chance to refine my analytics skills. So that's been a challenge, but also really fun. So I like to challenge myself every day to learn something new. I feel like, especially in my professional job, it's kind of easy to get to a baseline and then kind of just sit there and coast. And I like to challenge myself to kind of look at my tasks in a new way, and to kind of try new insights, and try to derive new insights from what's in front of me. And sometimes I fail miserably, but there are a couple there have been times when I've been successful. So it's just kind of an ongoing learning process of adjusting and growing, and also being able to be receptive to what's happening around me. And I feel like, and this is kind of probably true in any occupation you encounter, I encountered new challenges that come up, and sometimes you can't anticipate them, sometimes you can, but really trying to meet them in a productive way that ultimately is about sort of learning and then going forward, assessing the reasons for the challenge, and then moving forward. But also, again, just learning new skills. So that goes along with my goal to increase the value of my skills in the marketplace. And that, I think, is looking at a situation and saying, A, what's the story here? What are the numbers saying? And B, how can we adapt to this situation in a way that benefits both the company and our clients. So that's kind of how it's going on the work front. Again, lots of learning, lots of growth going on, so that's very exciting. So thing two is family, and I'm actually at this moment getting ready to do some domestic traveling. Sadly, at the beginning of the year, I had a family member pass away very unexpectedly. So that was kind of tough for everyone. And now that some restrictions are being lifted and the family's a little more able to travel, we are planning, this family member's side of the family have planned a memorial for him. So that's happening this weekend. So I'm going to be doing some traveling. My sister is coming up, and we're going to meet her in Michigan. So although the reason for the gathering is very sort of bittersweet, it will be good to see everyone together. I think the last time we were together was maybe 2014, so maybe 7 years ago. And to be honest, I hadn't been feeling the greatest, just kind of like sniffles. I think it's a seasonal cold, probably allergy induced as well. And I kind of made the decision to try to push past it. So for that reason, I'll be wearing a mask, even though I'm allowed not to. So just kind of trying to overcome that in favor of being together as a family with my extended family on my mom's side. So that's what's happening as far as family goes. So on the goal front, this is always kind of interesting, and I feel like, so when it comes to setting goals, I feel like setting goals is kind of tricky because I find for myself, I balance that line of wanting to be optimistic, but also needing to be realistic, because if I'm not realistic, then these sort of the numbers that I set for myself as far as my business income, my personal business income, are just kind of completely off the wall and not achievable, and then I just kind of get discouraged and don't do anything. Whereas if I set very sort of incremental, calculated goals, it's a little bit easier to work toward them. So realistically work toward them. So when it comes to my business goals and setting them and then tracking against them, I do it, which is important. There are also different variables that come into play that may kind of affect whether or not I'm able to hit those goals. So that sounds totally like excuses. It's also very true. So I had set out, they're just dollar amounts. So I have kind of 4 or 5 real sources of income, and that's I like 4 active right now. So that's eBay, YouTube, Amazon affiliates, and then Etsy. And those are the last 2 are fairly small. I'll leave links to my Etsy shop down below. And if you click on any of the Amazon links in the description down below, I get a very small percentage of anything you buy in the next 24 hours. So if you'd like to support this channel, that is the best way to do it. And I really, really appreciate it. P.S. Please also like this video. It really helps in the algorithm and is a huge help to this channel. Thank you. So I have those, so I have those 4 sources. eBay has been my biggest income generator in the last 6 months, and I'm limited by what I can do on that due to travel. I'm not always sure, just domestic travel, I'm not always sure that I'll be in the location where I have the items stored, so I'm not sure I'll be able to honor a same day or 1 day handling time. So that's a little bit challenging. All of that to say that it's critical then, if I'm going to achieve that goal, to work on getting sort of a wholesaler drop shipping business set up where I don't need to physically touch a product, or just a business where I don't need to physically touch the product, but can still generate the type of revenue that I've been generating from eBay. So I'm excited to get that up and going. June has been kind of, again, a bit of a scattered month. Going back to the family side of the equation, I've been doing a bit more domestic travel, so I'm not always in the same location. I'm not always sure where I'll be, so that's a little bit more challenging. Not impossible, but it just puts a bit of a wrench in the whole works. So I will need to come up with a new plan as far as that goes, and adjusting income to what I enjoy as a schedule with travel where I'm not stuck in the same place all the time. So that has been my 6-month update on my work, my life, and my goals. I realize this is a little bit vague, so if you have any specific questions, leave them down in the comments. I'm happy to answer as I'm able. And I thank you as always for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching. Bye.